Hello, this is my weekly check-in on my diet. This is the end of week 6, and I'm just doing these check-ins just so I can externalize my motivation so that if I were to quit, people who are watching this video would say, Jeff, you're a loser, and it only takes one person to say, Jeff, you're a loser, or you don't know what you're talking about. This proves it. You didn't lose the weight when you said you would lose it. So I'm doing this just to stay on track and make sure that I complete my diet. And the first thing I want to mention this time is the Giant Megacolon. I am holding a pad in my hand so that I can go through this with you. And the Giant Megacolon, it was in a person who was killed as a result of the condition. Megacolon is a condition in which feces can't be moved out of the bowels. The nerves are not there to control the muscles that move it out. It's a easily cured condition today, but it was not easily cured back in his day, and it killed him. And what's interesting is that when he died, he had 40 pounds of feces in this colon. And the reason I bring this up is just to remind people that we have 3 kinds of weight to consider when we're dieting. We have our lean weight, including our lean muscle mass and our bones and our blood and stuff like that. And then we have our body fat, which is what we want to get rid of. And then we have what's in our digestive tract. And the weight that's in our digestive tract, as I mentioned in the first, it's the second video, I think. It was called the spherical chicken. That weight in our digestive tract is what's responsible for all of that easy weight loss, or nearly all of that easy weight loss in the first couple of weeks. We go on a diet. After, I don't know, a week, 10 days, we look, wow, I've lost 8 pounds or whatever it is. And you think, that's great. This is awesome. And then the next few weeks, it's like, wow, how come I can't lose weight anymore? And the reason why is because you've started eating less and you're carrying around much less food in your digestive tract. With much less weight in your digestive tract, that's where your weight loss was. And it's not really good because as soon as you go back to eating normally again, you get all that back and you didn't really lose body fat. So the point of that is I'm going to move to my spreadsheet and look up at my very first day, up at the top. When I weighed myself, I was 197.2 pounds. Now today, when I weigh myself, this is column B, on April 5th, I'm 185.7, or I was when I got on the scale this morning. That's 11.5 pounds of weight loss. What's important is that a lot of that weight loss was in my digestive tract. And once I go back to eating my maintenance calories, I'm going to gain a lot of that weight back. So, if you look at that little blue line and that first little square that says 196.8 on February 25th, that's in a column I call true weight, which is an exponentially smooth moving average of all my previous weights. What it does is it counts every previous day only 90% as much as the next day. That's not really important right now. But the point is that 196.8 is what I consider to be my start date. And if we scroll back down again to today, we see in the true weight column 189.44. That's what I consider my true weight to be. And if we go back up to 01, where it says weight lost, that's 6.64 pounds. So I've lost 6.64 pounds so far on my diet, and I have 21.29 to go based on my current lean muscle mass. My actual goal is to reach 18% body fat and not really a specific weight. It also says in that column O that my fat loss is 6.91 pounds, which you'll notice is greater than the 6.64 pounds. It's greater by 0.27 pounds. Well, how can that be? Well, first, these are estimates, but I can believe the estimate because what it would mean is that I've gained 0.27 pounds of lean weight. And I have been doing a whole lot of exercise, and I am starting to notice it, especially not so much in the upper body, but in my legs. My legs are developing, especially my hamstrings. So I'm willing to accept that I've gained some muscle mass there. And I don't think I have anything more to talk about in terms of the spreadsheet. I do want to mention that there is something called diet power. That is I'll put right up here on screen my current information that I've put into Diet Power. I don't put my scale weights in there. If you use Diet Power, it's a much easier, much less detailed way to do what I am doing. I'm just kind of a data hog, so I like to do it my way. You can put your scale weights every morning into Diet Power and keep track of your calories. It will tell you how many calories to eat, and it will deliver you to your diet goal on the date that you want to reach it, because it's about the calorie, and it tracks your metabolism, figures it out every day, and every day decides what you get to eat that day in order to be on track. And as you can see on mine, I had a slowdown that was mentioned and discussed in the previous video, and now it's just going steeply down the way it should. So, that's it for today. If you would like to see the very first video in this diet program, it's down on the right. If you'd like to see the most recent video in this diet program, it's at the top right. And I think right in front of me is a button with a picture on it, which you can click in order to subscribe. See ya.